The best thing is just the sheer excitement that people have when they actually come to the Devonshire. When someone says, that's the best sticky toffee pudding I've ever had, or the steak was amazing. You know, there's nothing better than that as a chef. My name's Ashley Palmer-Watts and I'm the co-founder and chef of the Devonshire Soho. Let's go and have a little look around. So this is one of the dining rooms. We have 3 dining rooms. I think the thing with the place was to make it feel like it has always been here. The chairs, they're all odd and they've all had a life before. A lot of things came from eBay and different places that had a life before. Very friendly and cozy. We serve between 550 to 600 covers a day, at the moment, every day of the week. That is a huge volume of food, so how do we build in clever techniques, precision, into the recipes that a lot of people can follow? We've got 60 in the kitchen, including our KP. It's a very stripped back, simple, delicious, well-sourced food, cooked really simply over wood embers that we create. We have a butcher, we have a baker, we age all of our meat. The first dish we're going to cook today is the scallops with the bacon and malt vinegar butter. Okay, so first thing is nice preheated pan, not too hot, but just hot enough. A little bit of oil, and then a little bit of salt on that side. These scallops are coming from the west coast of Scotland. They're all hand dived, all in shell delivered, and we chuck these downstairs, and we go through about 3,000 a week. So no small volumes here. And then this is another important part. This is actually bacon that we cure on site. We use the bellies of Brett Graham's Iberico pork. We salt them for 10 days. And then we let them cure for at least 2 weeks. And then we get this lovely bacon that we're going to colour in the pan when I've turned the scallops. Key to this is the vinegar butter. So we use a malt vinegar from Cornwall that is lightly aged in oak barrels for 3 months. So this gives a really nice rounded malt vinegar flavour compared to your usual vinegar that you would find in your average chip shop, you know. A little bit of colour on the bacon. I'm going to take these scallops out to rest. We have our emulsion in here, so we've warmed it a little bit for service. We keep it warm, and then I'm just going to add a nice little bit into the pan. I don't want to cook this, really. That's absolutely fine. So I'm now going to pour this onto the flat. So for the plating, we'll put 1 scallop in each shell, 3 or 4 bits of bacon, the malt vinegar emulsion around the scallop, nice and generous, and then a nice bit of the pork fat fried crumb with parsley and lemon. And there we have roast scallops with homemade Iberico bacon, malt vinegar emulsion. So I'm just going to show you 3 of the bar snacks that are available on the menu downstairs. So here's our Iberico Scotch egg. So it's a very, very simple Iberico pork mince with pork fat, simple seasoning, salt, pepper, and then we let the pork really come through. I want to taste pork. It's really delicious. It's just the best flavoured pork and pork fat, nicely seasoned. You taste everything, the egg, the pork. Happy with that. So this is our Iberico sausage roll. We use British reared Iberico from 3-star chef Brett Graham, and we make all of this mix downstairs and then bake it up here. Ham hock toasty. So we make a cheese sauce and then set the ham hock in it, and then so it's like an inverted croque monsieur really, with lots of lovely cheese and panels of cheese layered in there as well, so you get that stretch and that pull. So we're here in the pub part where Oisin runs the most incredible bar area.
It's the centre of the world in terms of pubs. People love a good pub. It's so full of atmosphere and stories and good fun and crack, and it's kind of life-giving to work in this business. It's the opposite of trendy. It's the opposite of being in fashion. It's about something that feels real and is a feeling of safety and comfort and feeling welcome. You know, when you get someone like Ed Sheeran coming in, talking to the staff and really enjoying it, and going in the back room and doing a private concert for the guys, that's pretty much a highlight.
For the beef chop, we're going to cook on the embers on the grill. We're going to go into the dry ager, pick out a rib of beef, and we're going to get Stan the butcher to break it down into lovely beef chops. So we're on this shelf at the moment. These have been in about 4 to 5 weeks from about day 5. Controlled humidity, nice and windy in here. And we've got lovely marbling here. The smell of this beef is incredible. Right, let's take them off. So we've just come from the butchery. We've got our kilo beef chop here. To season it, the most controlled way is just pop it in there and then a little shake. So we're just going to put this over the hot coals. This is one of the ember beds that has maximum air coming through, so these coals are really, really hot. I think the benefit of a grill like this, although it seems very, very simple, it's actually probably some of the most technical cooking that I've ever experienced. So this now, it's got that really lovely sort of nice crust on there, not too dark. You can just smell well-aged beef, charred over embers. I mean, it smells incredible. We're going to pop this into the kitchen and we're going to cook that in the rationale at 130 until we hit our rare temperature, and then we're going to take it out and let it rest. We've got our duck fat chips here. These are first blanched in salt water just to cook them so they all start to crack. And then we lay them on a rack and then pop them in the blast chiller. These are all done in the brat pan. We spend probably about 10 hours a day cooking chips. Now this is the oil that has a high percentage of duck fat in, so this gives us our flavour in the finished cook for our chips. So just finishing off the chips with some salt, nice fine salt, even covering, and then we're going to pop them in the little chip dish. So what's really important with the chip is you've got this lovely crispy outside, and then you've got the potato inside, really nice and fluffy. So what we're going to do, we're just going to trim the bone off. Into the dish. Salted butter and 50% rendered beef fat from our dry aged downstairs. And then a nice little bit of salt in between. And that's the beef chop cooked over embers at the Devonshire. We've still got a long way to go. You know, we constantly are working at every part of what the Devonshire is about. But it's about developing the team, just making things better. You know, now as we've been open a year, and this is where it's just a shared ethos. We just want it to be as good as it possibly can be and not rest on our laurels at all. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and click here for more videos like this.